So here we are. Grab a pen and paper, please, because there are going to be tons of notes that you're going to want to make. And please stay hydrated. So grab your bottle of water, a cup of tea, anything to stay hydrated. And welcome. Welcome to the Fresh and Focused event. This is where we cultivate healthy productivity together. Now, before I begin, let me ask you this. Put a one in the chat if you'd like to be even more productive in your business. Put a one in the chat for me. And now, oh, I can see the ones coming. And now put a 10 in the chat if not only you would like to be even more productive in your business, but you would also love to be even more relaxed and fulfilled. Now 10, put a 10 in the chat, yeah, because that's even more beautiful and bigger. And finally, put me in the chat. Brilliant. Thank you so much. Thank you for giving you all your energy. Now, where are you now? Well, maybe you've read all the self-help books, invested in all the business boot camps out there. But no matter how hard you try, you're stuck like glue to your old habits. Even your bank account is nagging, where is that return on investment? And that means you often wonder if you're not just a lucky seminar junkie or when will your success bubble burst. Or perhaps you can't say no to a good business opportunity, regardless of how busy or disorganized you already are. I mean, you do love a good, crazy deadline. Challenge, don't you? But that often leads you to double booking. In fact, now you're now known as the last minute cancellation queen. Your calendar has already cloned itself twice, not by design, and now you're running all these parallel lines that keeps bumping into one another. Your reputation, growth, and revenue are at risk, and you know it. Or potentially, you often feel you're offering your health, your sleep, your sacrifices up for sacrifices to appease the bloodthirsty gods of business. And that means, well, let's be real. I mean, you often snap at people way too often that you like to admit. Running business meetings high on painkillers, you've tried that. And no, sorry, business breakfasts don't count. So yes, your social life is also on a drip. Frankly speaking, on most days, you resent your business for eating the life out of you while blaming yourself for not giving it your 110%. Oh yeah, because apparently 100% is not enough. Or possibly you're putting a mask on every day. And I'm not talking about that lovely, soothing mask with cucumber slices for your skincare. No, I'm talking about the mask you need to hide the cracks and the deep void within, buried underneath the varnish of success. And that leads you to feeling numb, isolated, almost dead inside way too often. In your mind, there's a soundtrack playing. Is that it? Is that what life has in store for me? So where do you want to be instead? Well, imagine it's not even 9 a.m. and you've already had one of these powerful light bulb moments on how to go about your day. All the while contemplating birds outside the window. Your mind, your body are buzzing. You're ready to win the day. Oh, wait, these are your first two wins there. But a morning routine, clarity, double tick. And vision. It's lunchtime and you've just hung up with an angry client. I mean, they were angry at first, but now they just thanked you for clarifying everything. All the while, you remain calm and confident on the call. You take a look at your calendar. It brings oxygen into your business, into your veins. Why? Well, because it's guiding you, not bullying you, into the rest of the day, leveraging your time with the right opportunities only. And now you know that you can go to that birthday party tonight because you already know you've done enough for the day. And picture this. It's nighttime and you're reflecting on the day as you put your favorite night cream on. Funny, today again, another businesswoman asks you for your secret for being so outrageously radiant or being so successful. Your secret? Well, you're now free to be the woman and businesswoman you truly want to be unapologetically. And the community of like-minded women around you is echoing that you are making an impact. So, if this is where you are, and this is where you want to be, how are you going to get there? Well, I believe you'll get there by designing a business and life model. Now, what do I mean by a business and life model? Well, this is a sweet spot where your business is successful, yet not in competition with your personal life, where your business is designed and operated to not only accommodate but enhance your personal life goals like life-giving water while you are making an impact. But why would you want to design a business and life model for yourself? Well, think about it. Impact requires harmony. Now, what do I mean? Well, imagine you are at a concert. Tonight, the sax and the drums are the stars of the show. But for some reasons, they're playing like they've had the worst breakup. The sax is doing his jazzy thing, while the drums are on full-on hard rock mode. It's unbearable chaos. Talk about impact. Well, guess what? The same goes with life and business. They'd better sing the same song if women in business want to create that positive impact. Which is exactly why a business and life model weaves personal life goals into each fiber of the business. It's a bit like vision board meets business plan. And now they're having a love affair. And look, in their wildest dreams, most people would rather not have to obey to anyone. Are you with me? Put a 1 in the chat if you'd rather obey to anyone. No one. Yeah, I can see them coming. But last time I checked, though, women in business refuse to be in a job because they aspire for freedom. Freedom to spend the time the way they want, to create the impact they deem important. So what is the point in being in a business if it feels even more suffocating than being in a job? For that reason, a business and life model is designed and really conceived as a 100% tailored container for women in business to dare express and experience that freedom unapologetically without asking for permission. And look, I think we can all say it's common sense that for a business to be successful, it needs to stand the test of time. Do you agree with that? Put time in the chat if you do. That to be successful, a business needs to stand the test of time. Yeah, I can see them coming. Brilliant. Thank you so much. Well, come closer. I've got a secret for you. So does the owner. The owner also needs to stand the test of time, motivated and in good health long enough so that they not only build but experience and enjoy that legacy for good. But here's the thing. Your legacy is at risk. Why? Because prolonged stress is shortening life expectancy and legacy. So let's be real. Health is not a business inconvenience. Health is the ultimate business asset for legacy building, which is precisely why a business and life model is not a smart move only. It's women in business best health insurance so they can lock in that legacy for good. And look, I don't even have to ask you this because I know you have people in your life you love dearly and you want to show up at your best. But let me ask you, how do you think women in business come across when, say they're utterly stressed out, beyond moody, or just lost in their thoughts all the time, wishing they were somewhere else? I mean, I'm not talking about you, of course, not you. But put a 1 in the chat if you know someone or if you know someone that knows someone who falls into that category. Yeah? Well, precisely. Which is exactly why a business and life model is vital for healthy relationships because it helps tackle the root causes of their stress and unfulfillment before they even get the chance to spill over those precious relationships. But why now? Why would you want to design a business and life model now? Well, I'm sure you've noticed Attention is a new goal in the current economy, which is designed to rob people of their time, sleep, focus, you name it. Add to that the fact that more and more women in business are now working from home, wearing their chief house officer cap on top of their CEO hat, and no wonder 66% of them were unable to focus in 2021, according to Mental Health UK research. In response to that, a business and life model makes it a priority for female entrepreneurs to gain control back over their focus and master healthy productivity. And look, let's face it, it's been a while since our mental health has been that impacted. First, COVID, of course, but it was also a mental health pandemic. And when we all thought it was over, whoa, inflation, cost of living, mortgage crisis, trade wars. In fact, the same Mental Health UK research shows that 64% of female entrepreneurs were experiencing anxiety, 63% disrupted sleep, 24% panic attacks. And that was 2021. Where do you think they are now? For that reason, a business and life model focuses on strengthening women in business resilience so they can grab opportunities right now while everyone else is paralyzed by fear. And look, last but not least, whether they're DIYing everything on their own, clinging to the same old strategies, or leaping from one quick fix new shiny object to the next, women in business are burning through that one precious resource they will never get back. Time. And time doesn't wait for anyone. So what are you waiting for? For someone to give you permission to be happy? What if they never come? What if they never say yes? Unless you're waiting for the perfect moment to go after what you truly want in life and in business. But let's face it, the best moment was yesterday. Tomorrow is not guaranteed, so the next best moment is today. But who am I to tell you all these things? Why would you even listen to me? Well, I began my journey decades ago with one simple mission in mind. Help people feel better about themselves, less stressed, calmer, and perform better. People? Well, friends and family, I should say. Midnight crisis, oh, I jump in the car in my PJs. In the middle of something, I would drop everything to juggle their struggles with mine. Because you see, I too was struggling, but I was doing my best to keep it a secret. Now, how would I help people? Well, at first, it's fair to say that I was being very resourceful. Very polite way to say I was winging everything. But because I cared, people kept coming to me and thank me for making them feel better. But don't get me wrong, I was also trying to help myself. The first self-help book I picked, yeah, Never Jealous Again. I still have the book. Moving on. It's 2020, and I met my first mentor, Bob Proctor, a phenomenal public speaker and mindset and success coach from Canada. And thanks to Bob Proctor, I take a deep dive into personal development, and I create my first morning routine, which I have since then implemented every day without fail. But before that, something had happened that would change everything. I had just escaped my second burnout, and I took it as a wake-up call to go after what I really wanted, train as a life coach. And you know, training as a life coach had been one of these dreams that I'd been pushing under the carpet for years. How about you? How about you? What dream have you been pushing under the carpet? Moving on. I qualified in 2020 and I also got an office. Well, a back office. Well, okay, a hotel lobby or coffee lounge. You know, back then when people met face to face and Zoom was not a thing. But before you know it, I was running an online coaching business, serving dozens of clients. And because I could see one after the next, my clients flourish thanks to me sharing more of my burnout prevention toolkit, if you want, that encouraged me to keep going leave my job and put burnout prevention and healthy productivity at the forefront of my life and business, and design a specific framework called the Gains and Glow Business Solution, specifically designed to help high achievers like yourself create success on their own terms. And actually, it's me presenting it from stage and also winning awards for it. And today, I have helped over 80 women in business to be more productive, more successful, while preserving their energy and never burning out. And today, I love nothing more but helping my clients implement the Gains and Glow Business Solution framework. But before we dive into the framework, I'd like to ask you this question. What business are you in? Drop in the chat for me, please. I'm curious. I want to know. Try and be as concise as you can. What business are you in? I'm looking at the chat. Yeah. Keep them coming. Fantastic. Yeah, fantastic. Brilliant. Thank you so much, everyone, for putting your business in the chat. Brilliant. So now I've told you my story briefly, and I've mentioned the Gains and Glow Business Solution Framework. I would like to introduce you to it, if that's okay. There are 5 skills that you want to master in order to design the right business and life model for yourself. The first skill is bringing calmness. Now, what do I mean? Well, it's pretty self-explanatory, bringing calmness. But why is that the first skill, though? Because calmness is the groundwork to any lasting change. Think about it. Calmness is power. When you're calm, you're in control of your inner world, and only then can you be in control of your outer world to spark real change. Put a 1 in the chat if that makes sense. Yeah, that calmness is power. Brilliant. Fantastic. But here's a problem I see. Thank you for sharing, actually. But here's a problem I see. Most businesswomen work non-stop. Oh, it's just that inner bully boss, the one that won't let them be in peace. But the problem with that, well, everything takes more time and energy to get done. So they overwork, and as they do, their productivity plummets. And instead, stress, anxiety, mistakes, headaches soar. Their mood swings exhaust everyone around them, causing business partners, friends, and family to avoid them, if not walk away. And they know change is required, but the mere thought of it is adding to the stress. This is exactly why the first tool that my clients learn to use at the Pathway to Heartfelt Success is the Holistic Breathe Blueprint, which is a 7-step process to slow down, recharge the batteries, and be more present. And as a result, everyone around has felt more positively impacted, and businesswomen have felt stronger, more connected, and more calm. And because a calm mind is a clear mind, female entrepreneurs are now ready for step number 2.